I wish this thing was like somehow down. Like if I could prop it up, be like this. I feel like this is much better. This one is a little bit somehow better. Yo, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, hey, hey. Double tap the screen, share the live. Double tap the screen and share the live. They're the trap. They're the trap. They're the trap. Double tap the screen, share the live. Greetings, representing Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out to everywhere. Shout out to everywhere. Big up to every place that has soil on the ground. Big up to every place that has soil on the ground. Soil on the ground. These are the ones that didn't make it. You got the peppers that didn't make it. Didn't make it. Didn't shake it. Didn't equate it and didn't what? Didn't bake it. Something like that. So it's definitely something that something ongoing, something pure and authentic. Pure and authentic. These ones, yo, see what I'm saying? I could be taking pictures, yo. I'm gonna take a picture afterwards. I ain't gonna broadcast the whole time. I'm just gonna put them in here. Put them in here, put them in here, put them in, put them in. Talk about mycelium compost yo, with all this. What is going on? Yo, I can't even really see. It says on broadcast. Ain't nobody in the building though. Nobody in the building though. That's what it is. I guess when you take a break, you raise the stakes. Raising the stakes. One person in the building. That's progress in the right direction. Welcome in. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, we got Sataki, we got Lions Lane, we got Charlie Brown, mushrooms, all the mushrooms you can cater to. We do mycelium composting in Baltimore, Maryland, with a sub degree. Weather is 1.1, 1.1 degrees, and we out here freezing. But we got compost. We got compost the vegetable, man. It's all about repurposing your green waste. Why are you throwing away your vegetables? Why are you throwing away your vegetables when you could turn it into compost? You could turn it into the compost. This pepper here, this pepper here, it didn't make it. It didn't make it into the fruit salad. It could have gone into the salad, you know what I'm saying, with the rest of the kale, but it didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was taking up space on the shelf. And that's what we gotta get away from. We gotta get away from eating the clone vegetables. We gotta get away from eating the vegetables that's been genetically modified. Yo, Edith. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up? Hey, what's up online? Hey, thanks for double tapping the screen. We appreciate everybody coming through. We support repurposing green waste, turning the green waste into compost. It's my compost bin operation right here, right here. So these my three compost bins. I got this one, I got this one, I got this one. I use coffee grinds, broadcasting from Baltimore, Maryland. This is my mulch pile right here behind me. That's the tool shed. We appreciate you sending the gifts. We appreciate you tapping in. We trying to keep warm, trying to get the work done before the sun go down. Yo, tell me what you people think about okra. Do you eat okra with the slime on it, or do you remove the slime? Because there's been a kind of argument, or I shouldn't say argument, controversy. I'm gonna use the word controversy. Controversy in the community about whether or not you should eat okra with the slime on it or without the slime on it. Me, I eat it without the slime. I eat it without the slime. You know what I'm saying? You see me online? Appreciate you. Hey, I eat it without the slime. How do I remove the slime? I use a little bit of lemon juice. Use a little lemon juice to remove the slime from the okra, you know? Or if I don't got lemon juice, you know what to do? Some vinegar. Some vinegar. Apple cider vinegar on the okra. Tell me you ain't cooking with gas. Tell me you ain't cooking with gas. Yo, welcome to the live, representing from Baltimore, trying to get it all in before the sun goes down. I got a couple more vegetables to process. Next coming up, the potatoes, day old potatoes. I'm called Sonship Soil. That's because we composting the soil. We composting the soil over here in Baltimore. Inside of our soil, because Baltimore is one of the original 13 colonies, we have heavy metals inside of our soil. We have heavy metals. We got lead, we got zinc, we got arsenic. You know, so we gotta repurpose our green waste. Look at all this green waste. This all would have went to the landfill. You know what I'm saying? When we come out our farmers markets, we just throw we throw the vegetables away. All of these leaves, the leaves that fell off of all of these trees, they go to landfills. The leaves fall onto the ground so that the ground could absorb the nutrients that's inside of this carbon and nutrients inside of here that's supposed to be reincorporated back into the soil. We got to get away from planting, planting. We got to get away from planting and always pulling out of the earth, always pulling out of the soil. We got to get back into putting back into the soil. Start laying those cover crops back down. Start composting. Give your soil what your soil needs for your crops to grow. We can't be taking from the earth all the time. We can't be taking from the soil all the time and not giving back. We got to give back to the soil. You know, even there's a big biblical principle. Every 7 years, they would let the land rest. Imagine that they would just let the land rest. These leaves, they had a purpose. Somewhere along the way, somewhere someone had got the idea that if we rake these leaves up, we'll have like a pristine lawn like that of Ireland or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, like fields, they're different terrains. Fields are supposed to be fields where trees don't grow. Forest is supposed to be a forest. If you have a forest floor, it's designed to have the soil that mimic. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be getting some of this. It's supposed to be getting some of this. So look, we go around, man. We repurpose all of this. We use mycelium. This mushroom right here. This mushroom, the roots of the mushroom is mycelium. The mycelium, or hey, Boca's life. Oh, I ain't even reading the chest. Why you don't have a blue jacket? Hold up, hold up. My peoples came through and I ain't even recognizing. I ain't even recognizing. Hold on. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm a big fan. Guys, can I pin? Can I pin? Can I pin? Let me pin. Guys, come through. Follow follow BOK Media. That's our people from the community. Say something so I can pin you with the blue on. Oh, now I'm trying to pop it up. Prop it up, prop it up. So we got more of this. There's more of this coming. These peppers didn't make it. Imagine how much waste, how wasteful are human beings. You know what I'm saying? The peppers that didn't make it, these seeds could be harvested. We used to there's governments that is copyrighting seeds right now. They copyrighting seeds so that they can take away your right to grow that which your ancestors have brought over here. You know, so we gotta be accountable for all this, man. We have seed banks where we copyright our own seeds. You know, if you want to go into my bio, you want to connect with me outside of this platform. I'm Sonship Soil on all media. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to reach out. Let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about what you plan on growing for the next harvest season. I'm broadcasting from 6A. So we experienced our first frost already. We have garlic in the ground. We have carrots. We have beets. What am I doing? I'm breaking down these vegetables for composting. This is my compost bin right here. Be okay. This is my compost bin right here. These are all my vegetables. I bring I'm Sonship Soil. I do soil remediation and I do composting. So like this one is okra. We got okra, we got peppers, we got potatoes, we got mushrooms. This one is kale. I don't know if you are you someone that eats kale? These kales didn't make it. Now imagine that this kale would have been thrown away. But we got to get away from just becoming wasteful. We become wasteful. We wasteful as human beings. We gotta stop that. We gotta do what nature intended us to do. Give back into the soil, man. So that's what it's all about. Giving the vitamins and the nutrients, you know what I'm saying, and the nitrogen and the carbon back into the soil. That's all it is. We gotta treat the soil like a relative. You know what I'm saying? Because it does so much for us. You know what I mean? By God's creation. You don't do kale, but you love greens. You see, I ain't got no greens here. That's because other people love greens too. They ain't gonna give me no greens. We do have these kale. We got potatoes. The potatoes, I ain't gonna say people don't like potatoes. It's certain potatoes. People like the Irish potatoes or like the red, like they got red potatoes. Some of those potatoes don't some potatoes do well. And it just depends. But I know this, you can't take two different kind of potatoes and boil them because they boil at different temperatures. Like they be cooked at different times. You'll overcook one. You'll overcook one. So this supposed to get recycled. This plastic supposed to get recycled. All of this. Everything must go. Everything must go. We trying to get it all in before the sun goes down. Then we're gonna take a screenshot of all of our work. I'm submitting soil samples this spring to the Department of the Environment. I'm already certified as a compost operator um, through the Department of Agriculture. But in order for me to sell my compost, they have to have reach certain levels. So after my test results come back from the laboratory, we'll get the okay to start packaging some of this stuff up. But yeah, man, that's all it is. We got our compost, we got our mulch pile behind us. We got our mulch pile behind us, chilling. We use coffee grinds. The coffee grinds are over here. We go for a little walk. It's the blue ladder. We used to use that to do some of the trees. You see, like we gotta take care of the trees too. Like this tree right here is because of the ivy. You let the ivy overgrow. So what we do is, like this one, we just take a window and we cut the ivy when it gets thick roots like this. Like imagine this was a ivy root that was choking a tree, something this big. You know what I'm saying? It starts off as a little vine. You know what I'm saying? It starts off as a little something like this, but once you start feeding it, it'll choke your tree out. It'll choke your tree out. So what we do is we cut a window from here to here, all the way around the tree. And then it'll start falling off. So all that up there, you see how all this down here is still green, but all this up here is not green. You know what I'm saying? This is dead. That's how we do. It's trying to kill our tree, we kill it. You know what I'm saying? We kill it. Look at that. I went in too deep on the incision right here. You see how I cut the bark? The bark is a very important part of the tree. I didn't have the correct saw blade when I did it. But it's a learning experience and the tree will be just fine. The tree will be just fine. I'm gonna show you some of my ingredients. We outsource a lot of our coffee grounds. We get it from Starbucks. I got a whole container right here. Coffee grounds for the soil. Coffee grounds. Ready for composting. We use alfalfa. We use hay. I meant to say straw. We use straw. We use the leaves, the native leaves. But we got to be mindful of the greens. We really want to be putting those greens into our compost recipe, which is what I'm doing now. What I'm doing now. Hey, comment down below what your favorite vegetable is and what you would like to grow in your garden. Thank you for subbing and liking. I appreciate. Yeah, hot peppers. Yeah, hot peppers. Hot pepper, like, so they got this ghost pepper out. I don't know if anybody ever tried the ghost pepper, but they got this ghost pepper out, and they got jalapenos and habaneros. So I don't know which alarm. Some people got different alarm peppers and stuff like that. But that's all we do. We just break it down. We let a little rain fall, and all this will be turned into compost. Sunship Soil representing for Baltimore, Maryland. If you're just coming in, please kindly double tap the screen. Consider subscribing to the channel. Subscribing to the channel. What do we do on this channel? We do street interviews. We do some political questionnaires. We do some we do a little bit of live streaming. We got a live stream. I got a live stream. So I figured I got a live stream more because I've been working on my other channel. My other channel is Kengozi Media. If I had my other second device, I'd pin it at the bottom, but I don't have it yet. Let me see if I can pin you because you been love carrots. That's a good comment to pin. Carrots, yeah, carrots, beets. We have squash. We have so what's in the ground now is so during the cold months because our frost line goes about 3 inches down. So we got we got garlic, we got potatoes and onions in the ground. That's not here. That's at a separate location. So we're part of a farming caucus. We're part of a farm alliance, and it's a network of farms, a whole network. These seeds are good. These seeds are good. I can't use them. I can't harvest them. That's not my gig. But let me see, what does it say? One thing I would recommend is cooking the seeds into a kind of sauce and using it as a strainer. Are you talking about the okra seeds? Or are you talking about the pepper seeds? Are you talking about the okra seeds? Are you talking about the pepper seeds? The pepper seeds into a kind of sauce because the sauce the seeds is what make it the hot sauce for real, for real. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think you're talking about the hot sauce, making it to some kind of sauce. We could harvest it if it wasn't so cold. Like I know on the marigolds, the marigold seeds, we was harvesting them. You know what I mean? So we could plant them the next time. For this operation, it's just so many of them. It's just so many of them, and I feel like you gotta harvest them at a certain point. Like after it's gone bad. Like this has been refrigerated, thawed, refrigerated. So I think that might have uh compromised the incubation stage of the seeds somehow. Sometimes if you start well, like we had the so we had our trays this past year, and with our potting trays, there was some seedlings that didn't fully develop, and we had to use those, and we also composted them as well. Yeah, sounds spicy. Spicy. She's spicy. Oh, yeah. So we just want to break it up. We want to break it up. We want to get some of the juices flowing. We just want to break it up a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit. Just let it open. Um, and then when the spring comes, the insects will have a field day. They'll start even some of the microbes because there's enough bedding in here now that the cooking process has already started. It'll be an ongoing process. Um, So there's three different stages for composting. There's thermophilic, I'm sorry, mesophilic, thermophilic, and cured. So the cured is when you have the finished product. Cured is when you have the finished product. It will be prolonged because of the temperature, but it doesn't stop the process because this is what nature does, man. We get back to the nature process. I don't like. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Welcome in. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for double tapping the screen, guys. We appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. I don't know. I don't know what your All right, this one is the romaine. This one is the romaine. Romaine lettuce. It's still pretty good, but the reason why they was giving it away because it's expired. It's expired. We got to get away from what? We got to get away from those vegetables that are grown in the laboratory. They inject vegetables. They change their RNA, so that they can have prolonged shelf life. They clone vegetables. If you ever, I'll tell you what I'm talking about right now. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what I'm talking about right now. So you want to read the sticker on your produce, you know what I mean? You want to read if you ever get something like this, and I ain't even gonna show the name brand, and I don't want to get caught up. But if you ever see something like this, where all, all, they all look the same size, same color, same you know what I'm saying? They cloned. They cloned. That's not nature. If you eat a fresh tomato from the garden, it doesn't taste like that. You could tell when a scientist or botanist has been manipulating your vegetables, man, because your taste buds will tell you. You ever eat something fresh from the garden and you ever eat something fresh from the garden and 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 you ingested it into your soul? Like it was just like it was quenching the dry and thirsty places, the place you had forgot about. You know what I mean? So that's what we're all about. What's popping? You gotta tell me what's popping. We over here composting, man. We composting tomatoes. We composting. We composting mushrooms, romaine lettuce, kale, okra. Tell me if you're a fan of okra. You see what I'm saying? Something like this. This is cloned, but we're gonna compost it. We're gonna compost it. This is all the stuff that didn't make it. But we don't, that doesn't just because that doesn't mean we got to throw it away. We got to compost it. We got to repurpose our waste. We got to repurpose our waste. So I don't know if I said this before, but these mushrooms, portobello, we grow mushrooms in a shipping container. These uh, mushrooms have something on them called mycelium. Okay, mycelium is like the root of the mushroom, the thing that goes into the substrate that to make it grow. So the mycelium compost is something that is essential for uh for soil health. For soil health. So my name is Sonship Soil Broadcasting from Baltimore. We all about soil health. We all about soil remediation. We all about composting. We all about raising above the madness. Happy belated John Hootie Day. Shout out to my brothers and sisters in Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, the whole Africa as a whole. Shout out to everyone that has soil beneath their feet. Because we all about giving back to the soil, man. We're not robbing the soil or nothing. We putting we putting it back into the soil. We reinvesting into the soil. We reinvesting in the Mother Earth. So that's what we do over here on this channel. We go around kidnapping vegetables, rescuing them, giving them a second purpose in life. You know what I'm saying? Completing the cycle that was intended. Completing the cycle that was intended. We're getting away from being wasteful. We're being mindful. We're being mindful in 2026. Being mindful in 2026. This is my compost bin, y'all. This is what I got so far. This is the hay. This is the hay. That's my wood chips. I'm sorry. That's my wood chips. They have been composted. Um, we had an idea to turn some of them into charcoal, but we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Not right now. Not right now. It's like 32 degrees out here. So we got coffee grinds over there. That's the yellow container. Um, these leaves, they free. All this is free. Coffee grinds is free. You know what I'm saying? Go to the coffee shop. They're giving away coffee grinds. They make coffee. They just throw it away. All this stuff gets repurposed to go back into the soil, man. Put it back into the soil. Stop robbing the soil. Put it back into the soil. Stop robbing the soil and put it back. You know, put it back. So that's what we do, man. That's what we do over here. Be mindful. How's everybody 2026 going? Comment your favorite vegetable below. Comment any recipe that you have for your vegetable. You love what I'm doing? I love what you doing. I love, hey, hey, you know, my wife is out there. My wife, the fact that y'all together, that's what I'm saying. We need more family content like y'all got going on. We need more family content like y'all got going on. That's what I support. I've been on my other channel. I'm not sure if you are on my other channel, but I'm gonna come on my second account and let me screenshot so I don't forget. Hold up. I got like lettuce and sweet. All right, save the photo. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna comment on your latest on your latest content, and I'm gonna comment on this profile and then on my second channel so that you know. Oh, so how's the game show? I think the last time I got up with you, y'all was doing the taste test. Was y'all doing the taste test? I think I was doing the taste test. Um, the different holiday the different holiday taste tests y'all was doing. Oops. Can you have a shout out? Shout out to 12 o'clock. Yes, during the holidays, yup. I remember saying, "Hey, I'm team husband," and you was like, "Shoot, I'm team husband too." I was like, "I know that's right." So we so I'm a farm labor contractor. I've connected with an organization called Acres for Change, and the reason why this nonprofit organization is called Acres for Change is because some people never got their 40 acres. So it's a land sovereignty opportunity. I partner with this nonprofit organization. I can't. It's my mother organization. I call it like that. This is my parent organization because she. You want to pay attention to your sticker, okay? If your sticker on your produce have a 9 or an 8, it's subject to being treated with pesticides and or um I'm sorry, pesticides or weedicides. So I meant to say weedicides, herbicides. So if they have a 9 or an 8 on it, we want to be very skeptical about ingesting that. But it doesn't mean that we can't compost it because all that's going to break down in the cooking process in the metaphilic phase. Um, what was I saying? I was saying something. Yeah, you want to be conscious when you're grabbing stuff from the market, y'all. Be conscious. Be mindful. You know what I'm saying? Just be Just be mindful. Don't be unmindful. And of course, we remove all of our stickers because we don't want any ink in our compost. Roasted vegetables pasta. White wine. Wow. Hey, Natecho. Hey, Natecho, what's your favorite vegetable, sis? You see, we out here at the farm. We got all these kales. We have this romaine lettuce. We have these tomatoes that wait, that's not a tomato. We have these tomatoes that didn't make it. We out here at the farm still doing the compost thing. So Natecho, what's your favorite vegetable? What's the vegetable that like that you can't live without? Are you team okra? Let me find out. Let me find out what your favorite vegetable. Welcome. Yeah, welcome, guys. Welcome. Guys, if you're joining, welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, where we do composting. Kindly double tap the screen. We all about investing back into the soil. All about giving back into the soil, man. Um, so when I got together with that nonprofit organization, we partnered together to get this land. I mean, I'm a landowner, and it hasn't haven't really registered yet. It haven't really registered yet because I don't have a house on it. You know what I'm saying? I guess if I had a house on it, but I built that shed. That shed back there, I built that. I don't know, you guys can see it. It's all the way in the distance. So I've been doing little improvements, like I built this compost operation. It had taps and all that. So it's land, but it's not. It's land without a house. You know, and maybe that's where we start. You know, some people do the 30-year mortgage route. I ain't never really had it like that. I never, you know what I'm saying? And my credit, I'm just now starting to build business credit. I'm just now starting to know about business credit and how to, you know, get the secured credit card in my name. I open my Dun and Bradstreet, and I feel like I'm late in the game because I'm doing all this at 40. How old am I? 44. I'm doing all this at 44. So I feel like I'm behind. I'm behind in life. But God's timing is the best, and we never behind. We just I don't know. We never behind. We just in in the time and space which is purpose for our destiny. Yeah, I'm gonna say right on time. Yeah, sure enough, sure enough. You know, everybody has those stories. If they could go back, you know, if they could go back and change the hands of time, if they could go back, you know what I'm saying? If I could go back 5 years, or if I knew back then what I know now, I tell you, you know what I'm saying? I'd be a game changer. But it's the journey though. Isn't the journey precious? To get that knowledge, isn't it more valuable now? You know, and things that the elders try to tell us back in the day, and we wasn't trying to hear it now. It makes sense now. But see, part of the healing process, like my father told me things that now make sense. And now that he's not here, I feel as though that he's still living on, because now that it's starting to make sense, and I get it at a deeper level, at a deeper perception, at a different degree, then I feel like he's still teaching me. I feel like I still have a living relationship with my father, you know? So that's how we carry our ancestors along with us. That's how we keep the traditions alive. That's how we keep the right. Hey, and my father had a barbecue recipe. Tell me, a comment in the comment section if you remember any recipe from your grandmother, from your grandfather, from your mother, your father, your uncle, whoever brought you up. You know what I'm saying? My father had this rib recipe. He would marinate it. He would marinate it the night before. Yeah, he would marinate it. We would do some and he had this rub. It was a honey Dijon, but he had these spices that he would rub in there first before that he would marinate it. Yeah, And then when you have a recipe that you grew up on and you go over somebody else's house and it don't taste like what mom used to cook, it don't taste like, what dad used to cook, it just don't feel homely. It don't register. It almost feel like, amen. Yeah, yeah. We always reside. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's all good. If it's not all good, Natovia will be. Rastafari bless up. Hey, big up yourself. So yeah. Yeah, when you got it's like your taste buds develop around what your cultural cuisine is, So if it's not that, like I went over somebody else's house and they was doing ribs and they boiled them first. I was like, I heard one sister say one time, if you ain't sneezing it, they ain't seasoning it. And I took that, I just started laughing. I was like, yeah, because my father he used to rub, he used to rub that stuff in there, get it into the gristle, and then he would marinate it, and he would wake up early in the morning. Anytime it was a barbecue, my father would wake up early in the morning and he would go outside on the porch, because we had I don't know what's direct, a western facing house. Our porch was facing west. So I don't know how that had to do, but at certain part of the day, you ain't want to be outside barbecuing. Not on no, it'd be too hot. It'd be too hot to be barbecuing. So my father would get up early in the morning, barbecue before the sun came up. That's what my mother used to do. My mother, I got in the gardening because of my mother. Yeah, my mother used to have a pear orchard. My mother used to have a pear orchard, and she used to do cannery. That's why I started developing. How to start saving. She used to put them in the little mason jars. She would get these mason jars that had the little rings around them and the lids, and she would make preserves with them, and she would hand them out to the neighbors, and my teachers would be waiting for their mason jars. You know what I'm saying? She would build a rapport with them. And then that's how she knew if I was messing up in school or not, right? Because she was like, I'm gonna tell your mother, me and your mother, we clicked up. So yeah, so I couldn't get away with so much. But yeah, my mother used to make preserves with pear preserves, and that's where I started getting a sense of being responsible for the little bit and not wasting nothing. That's where I started understanding about how valuable being able to extend what you have is. Because we take all this for granted, man. I tell you, this economy is very fragile. If you don't keep up with the science and the original traditions, just keep up with the science and the original traditions, just to have them to pass down. Even if even if even if even if the stuff don't hit the fan in our generation, you know, just preserve the way of life. Preserve the way of life, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Our ancestors came over here with seeds in their corn rolls. You hear what I'm saying? So look, I say all that to say, man, hey, thanks for tuning in. I'm getting ready to end the live. I'm getting ready to end the live. I'm almost at the end. The sun getting ready to go down. I got like 3 left. I got this, tomatoes, one more thing. Then I got this. Look, I got avocados in here. We gotta remove the stickers. We gotta remove the stickers. Let me take a picture. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. Thanks for keeping me company. Thanks for supporting soil remediation. Thanks for politicking. Thanks for conversating. Thanks for supporting the content, man. Really appreciate everybody. Yeah, game over. Thanks for coming through, sis. I really do appreciate it. Thanks for coming through, cousin. Mm. Yo, Sonship Soil from Baltimore, signing out. Appreciate you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for supporting the content, for kicking it with your boy.